There is absolutely no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, or at least attempting to do. Don't worry, you're not missing anything just off screen. I for some reason, have it in my head that I am going to do this every day in 2021. That is to say, live stream, probably in the evening. And in terms of an agenda, I don't really have one, apart from showing you my whiteness, my extreme whiteness. I've been fiddling around trying to get the settings to lock on the webcam, and this is as good or as white as I can get. White and black. I'm black and white with very colorful curtains behind me. So thank you for tuning in. There is no agenda apart from, I don't know what to title it, AMA, Live Hangout. We'll figure something out come 2021. I don't know if I want to do a countdown or a count up or days, because quite honestly, I'm not sure how well it's going to work apart from me doing it, right? And given that it typically comes at the end of a weekday, a work day for me, sometimes I'm out of energy. Today, I had to wrestle with a few things, including making sure I was doing something that everyone should be doing come, anytime really, but specifically like the beginning of the year or like the end of the year, and that is backing up important data. And one thing that I had not done is backed up the vlogs from eons ago. So I've been in the process of making sure that gets managed properly. I know it's very exciting. It's incredibly exciting, so exciting. And now, Watch with Wayne is watching me. I've got a few things, so maybe we'll start out with a mail call, and that may be just about it. I got some online thrifting, some local sales, some things I haven't unboxed from the Christmas vlogs, all that kind of mixed in, because I have nothing else that I want to talk about, at least at this point. I got these figurines in a Monopoly set. They're not Monopoly figures or figurines. I think they came with some kind of a table game series for Star Wars back in 2005. Let me check again. Right around Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, 2005. And they're small. Ah! Sorry, Trooper. Small enough that I was able to fit a handful here in my hand. They came inside the Monopoly set. These. And I was happy because I probably wouldn't have picked them up inside a random bag. They just came with the Monopoly set, as well as the other things with the Monopoly set that I forgot to bring over here. But these will go somewhere over here on the other side, so that when Jedi wants to play with figurines, she can. Give me a second. Let me grab the Monopoly set. This is one of the things that I figured would be a bulk of the conversation in 2021 if we were able to do this. I have every intention to do it because I love talking about this stuff, sharing and showcasing discoveries, and thrifting, of course. So this is the Star Wars Saga Edition, Monopoly Star Wars Saga Edition. And Monopoly Star Wars sets do show up frequently enough thrifting. This was $5, $4.99, less a discount. And the discount, I think I saved $2 or 20%, one of the two. But I checked before I got this, and I've got to look off screen for the preview. The reason why I grabbed this one in particular is because I love, this is like out of all the Monopoly games, some of my favorite Monopoly money, and it came with all 8 pewter figurines. So I was happy to get a duplicate set. It was decently organized. We've got the cash right here. I mean, and what I mean by favorite cash, let me just go ahead and grab 5, and this one's got a clone or Grievous on a 10, right? They're different characters, and some Monopoly games did not have different characters. They were all the same. The money was all the same, except they were different colors. There's a 20 with Mandalorian, if not Boba Fett. Difficult to say anymore, since most people's idea of a Mandalorian is Boba Fett. The one that I saved eons ago outside of the Saga edition that I might have had was specifically this one. Take a guess as to why. 100 with Darth Vader on it. Isn't that great? Darth Vader cash. Too bad I can't really use it because that's about as much as I spend on a thrifting, annual thrifting basis. So these are all the pewter figurines that came with this particular Monopoly game. And what I'm inclined to do, like I said, is probably skip over a lot of this, but it was a good price. And if I do happen to have a duplicate of the Monopoly game, then I'm able to remove the money and the figurines and just, play with it separately. The cards, the property cards, are not really all that special, in my humble opinion, nor the community or chance cards. Community, right? Is that it? Community or chance? Community chest or chance? Then the board. More of a typical Monopoly board. Have it in quadrants for easier storage. Obviously, this particular Saga edition, or maybe it wasn't obvious, this was specifically before the sequel trilogy, the Saga edition. But it's nice to get a Monopoly set that has, like I said, those separate collectible figurines. I'll just set that off down there, and you shouldn't see it down there, theoretically. And by the way, yes, Merry late Christmas to you, Mobility, today. Christopher Miller, good to see you. Chris, your stuff is still back there. I'm not going to pan the camera around, though. I got your art. I don't know if you can see it from that angle. No, it's still tucked away to the side. So speaking of things that were sent, this was kind of a surprise. I got this package in the mail, and I don't remember ordering it. That happens. This one's from Fandom Planet. Maybe I ordered something from them and I don't remember. Fandom Planet. No, they didn't just send a card. They sent some stickers and some pins. We got a Camtono, a.k.a. Ice Cream Maker, right? I don't have a Wilbur Hood yet. And then an Ahsoka Trooper sticker. Pretty cool. I'm like, whoa, those are nice. Love them. So these just magically showed up, as well as the pins. So I've got a pin, a Camtono pin, and an Ahsoka Trooper pin. Really nice, too. Very large. I was really surprised. So I got the stickers and the pins for free. I'm fairly confident I usually don't order these types of things. So they came in because someone happened to be a fan. I guess a fellow fan. So there's a shout out to Fandom Planet for sending this stuff along. And I'll be sure to screen grab and then post into social. There's the note. From another Star Wars fan to another. Love the YouTube channel. May the Force be with you. So hopefully they weren't expecting this was going to show up in Vlogmas, because it just showed up today or yesterday after Vlogmas. These particular live videos, which are probably just going to stay in this particular channel live. Maybe at some point we'll extract certain segments into individual videos to publish to the other channel, but we'll see. Bro, you starting to look like Steve Jobs. I miss that guy. I really do. I everything about that era, I miss everything. So, have I read much of the current Star Wars canon novels? Asks George Daly. I'm going to try something here. Okay, you have to pardon. I'm going to repeat myself, but I'm doing this thing called a stream marker. Wait, what is this? This is create highlight video. So how do I do this? Create highlight video? Oh, where does it go? No, that goes back. Okay, so if I do the stream marker here. George Daly asks, have you read much of the current Star Wars canon novels? I have not. And the closest I came was a few years ago, not long after the release of Rogue One. There was a novel that was released, and I ended up doing it on Audible, because there was a sponsored campaign at the time. Catalyst? Maybe I'm mistaken? There's so many Star Wars books and novels that I've not gotten into, and it's not that there's not a good reason. I mean, there's always a great reason to read, and I know there are a lot of stories that I've yet to read. I just tend, and I've always been this way, I tend to go more towards visual entertainment. I know I just said Audible for listening to the book, but that allowed me to like read the book at 2x, right? So I was able to get through it even faster. And certainly enjoy the story and remember parts of it. But I'm more of a visual learner. And so as much as, I can crack a novel, and I only read maybe a few of the EU books back in the day. Didn't read all of them, but I did read a few. I think the closest to reading Star Wars as I get now is probably the comics, and I think, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm out of subscription right now because my local store went out of business. Even online, they went out of business. It's a tough gig. So I tend to go more towards the comics for the books. The manga, I'm very interested in. There are a few canon titles that are done in manga, that style. That I've been wanting to get for some time. I just haven't. I've got them on my wish list. I just haven't done much with it because there's always something else going on. Let me put it this way. I'm doing this video right now instead of, chilling out and starting a new series. No, I've got to finish another series, one of the streaming series, His Dark Materials, last episode of season 2. So I'm always doing something, whether it's Star Wars or not. But no, I've not, is the answer. I've not done much reading of canon Star Wars books. So glad that you finished Master and Apprentice, George. Congratulations. You'll have to summarize it for me, or I'll have to wait for the show. Is there anything particular that you're looking for from a retailer? Well, Chris, I'm always looking for new stuff. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I do go out. Let's see if I've got anything. So these are the things that I'll often find. Speaking of looking for things at a retailer, like this is silly, right? This is it's a little backpack. I probably wouldn't pick it up full price, but Target had it on sale for $4.79 for this, down from $16. So about 70% off. And I'm like, all right, I don't know when I'm going to use it, but maybe I won't. I'll just collect it. It's difficult to say. I mean, if it's Star Wars, I just kind of make this gut decision. Is it a good price? Is it new? Is it something that I would like? There's a lot of Grogu or Baby Yoda stuff that is just now dropping that I'd like to pick up. I haven't because finding it can be a challenge and finding it at a good price. I don't know. It's impossible. Chasing down exclusives can always be difficult. Walmart usually has them, and it's tricky to find. Target's been better for me for exclusives. I can't think of anything that really jumps outright. I usually add something to my Amazon wish list though, if there's something that's available that I know I can't find that I'm looking for that's listed on Amazon. So nothing offhand. Okay, so I'm gonna try another bookmark here. I'm testing, guys. This is like a test for 2021. If we're going to do this live streaming thing every day. Chip Tuner asks, thought on Luke Skywalker in Mando. Oh, spoiler alert. Luke Skywalker shows up at the end of season 2, the Mandalorian, that final episode. I gotta tell you, they were building up to something, right? And we knew that Grogu had reached out through the Force, and potentially a Jedi would come and find him. I knew something was going on, right? Then as soon as the X-Wing flew in, I'm like, okay, something's going on. Obviously. Because they were building up to something. How else are they going to get out, right? And the X-Wing flies in, flies and lands in the bay. And I got to tell you, my first thought wasn't necessarily Luke Skywalker, because I was like, okay, wait, X-Wing, whoa! I'm like, who's flying an X-Wing? I'm like, is that the Rebels? Is that the Squadron? That pulled over Din, a few episodes ago, or is it Luke? Nah, I thought maybe Luke is a little on the nose, right? That's a little too, too not coincidental. The word I'm looking for? No, it's too obvious. It's Luke, right? So I wrote it off. And then, of course, the Jedi slashing through, kicking ass and taking names. and then the green lightsaber, and I'll be honest, it didn't click that it was Luke Skywalker. And I thought, was it Mace Windu? Did Mace get a new lightsaber? Because maybe it was so, outlandish is the wrong word, but so beyond belief that it would be Luke that I didn't even process that it could be Luke. So, yeah, crunch, fire, blowing things up. And then, the door, and it's Luke. And I'm like, oh, Luke. I'm like, oh, okay. I was happy to see Luke. Although it made sense in a separate kind of thread. Walmart recently re-released the Luke Skywalker Jedi Black Series figure. There was no number. And this hadn't been available for like a year or two, but it came up again with a Force Ghost Yoda to reorder. And I'm like, I don't know if that was coincidental, because basically the Luke that shows up, let me go ahead and grab my Darth Vader scissors, at the end of that Mandalorian season is Jedi Luke. He's basically going around the galaxy, or allegedly going around the galaxy, finding Jedi for Padawan to take and train. So I was happy to see Luke. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. I'm like, all right, okay, cool, all right, let's look. And then, I'll be honest, I'm not going to say I was disappointed, because I wasn't. That said, I think that Disney needs to, they need to hire the deepfake folks on the internet to deepfake these characters, because I had the same feeling with this Luke Skywalker at the end of the Mandalorian season 2 finale. The uncanny valley was just it slapped me in the face. So as much as I love Luke and I was there and I was enjoying it, it ripped me out of the moment to just see Luke and go, that looks like someone's projecting Mark Hamill's face onto somebody else. And that just is not a good feeling. I enjoyed the scene. I enjoyed seeing Luke, but I also did not enjoy the way Luke was presented. I think it could be and should be redone, but I also feel the same way about Rogue One. They should redo Tarkin, and they should redo Princess Leia. I've seen quote-unquote amateurs, or basically fans, redo those scenes and do a fantastically better job. Same idea, but just it's so much better, and people have already Dune. Dune's coming too. I can't wait for that. They've done a better job with a deep fake Luke Skywalker compared to the way they did it with this episode. So that's the one thing I will say about seeing Luke Skywalker. It was great, but it could have been so much better. So much better. Took me right out of the moment. It did. It truly did. How am I gonna? His grip is so tight. How am I gonna even get the palace? Look, his thumb is like wrapped inside his hand. How am I even gonna get the palace blaster in here? Or am I? Come on, Luke. I don't want to force this into you. Maybe I'll have to do it. There we go. It worked. The plastic was pliable. Although I think I am going to, since the thumb is out, it's probably meant for the trigger on the palace blaster. There we go, Luke. I had not, believe it or not, opened one of these Black Series Luke Skywalker figures yet, so I'm glad to do it live here for y'all. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Yeah, it fits in there. There we go, Luke. All right, you blast someone. Yeah. Woo. Nice thing about some of these Black Series exclusives is they come with stands. In my humble opinion, especially the price we pay for these things, they should all come with stands, especially the Black Series figures. All right, Luke. Good to see you, buddy. How am I going to stand you in here? Like that? There we go. All right, I'm going to scoot you off to the side. So, thanks for asking that question. That's my thought on Luke and Mando. Obi-Wan gets an orange saber in Master and Apprentice. Oh, cool. I gave, now I'm blanking on his name. Jedi Fallen Order. Not Kyle Katarn. Cal Kestis. It's close. Cal Kestis. Kyle Katarn. Boy, it's an alliteration left and right here. Making a new friend. Wayne Live sent me over. All right, hey, D Duffy 60. Good to see you. Oh, the Mandalorian Monopoly set, Christopher. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And thank you, Wayne. Good to see you, Marissa. What do I do for work now? DB's 10. I work for Intel. And all I do here in the video is just for fun. Any Stephen King, asks John Jones. No, that's too much for me. I'm not into horror. I have watched a lot of Stephen King. I follow him on Twitter, but not for his horror stuff. I follow him on Twitter. That's all I'm gonna say. I've watched a lot of Stephen King movies, or at least movies that were based upon Stephen King's stories. Good stuff, but I tend to enjoy movies and serialized content. But books, yeah, just I'm more visual, more than anything. Yeah. Wow, not a hobby town or something? Asks Howell Point. Hobby town. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that. Hobby town. Raymond Berenger asks, do you have a Star Wars Funko Pop collection? I do. Not with me, but I do. I slowed way down on the pops because they were big, and I just couldn't find space for them. And so I don't know where my Funko Pop collection is going to go. It's not going to grow. I will continue to chase. Recent ones I picked up were the Grogu ones, pent-up demand for Grogu stuff. There's one that's on the horizon. Is a Funko Pop Valentine series. So like Vader and Yoda and a couple other characters are pink for Valentine's Day. I'll chase those down. That'll be fun. But apart from that, no, I generally don't. Wally World put them under. Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Never found the Vader X-wing. For what, John? The Vader X-wing. I don't know. Hey, Devon, when is Palpatine showing his face? I don't know. Somehow Palpatine returned. I think we're good with Palpatine for the time being. After Rise of Skywalker, I'm good. I was happy with Rise of Skywalker, though. I know a lot of people weren't. I was okay. I was good. See, Chris knew as soon as he saw the X-wing. It didn't connect with me right away. Jon Favreau has been crushing it with the series. I agree entirely, as well as Dave Filoni. He needs to take the lead on everything Star Wars moving forward, at least for a while. I agree. I'm definitely not a part of the quote-unquote fandom menace. Half of that is correct. That's my opinion. But I think that both Dave and John get it as much as Kathleen does. But with John's experience with live action, and especially now that he's shown us what he's shown us with Mandalorian, I would be very happy with John at the helm. Very, very, very happy. And you know what I appreciate most about The Mandalorian is the fact that it isn't just John and Dave, but they brought in like an array, like a diverse array, relatively speaking, of directors. And I love that. I think that's fantastic. And Star Wars needs to do more of that. Disney needs to do more of that. Like a diversity of people working to make these stories come to life. And so, yeah, I'm happy with what's going on at this point. Yeah, Chip Tuner says, I always see better deepfake jobs done by fans after the fact. Yes, it drives me nuts. Watch with Wayne says, please don't copyright you. I'm showing you on my stream. Oh, go for it, dude. I don't care. I really don't. Go do what you want. That's the way I used to do live streams way back when, too. If they didn't redo Jar Jar Binks, they're never going to redo any of those things. Nah, Jar Jar was okay. Jar Jar I could believe. It's when it's a human likeness, that's when the uncanny valley just kind of slaps me in the face. Jar Jar, I'm okay with. Other CGI characters, I'm okay with. Just order the 375, the child figure from Sideshow. I always say Slideshow. Hoping it ships soon. Oh, Chip Tuner. Yeah, I would love that one. We've got a few Sideshow collectibles, of course. I'm very grateful for them. They had sent them along. Grogu though, I didn't jump at. I was like, it's cool. But I don't know. I like the smaller ones. I like the smaller figurines. Speaking of smaller Grogus, dang it! I've been meaning to open this one. This is one that I showed the other day on the Vlogmas. This has got a Grogu, although it's not a full-on Grogu figurine. It does come in the knapsack, but I'm a huge fan of Scout Troopers, Biker Scouts, whatever you want to call them. I grew up both. Well, actually, I grew up more Biker Scout than Scout Trooper. Dang. These new boxes. Well, actually, they seemingly saved a lot on the boxes. Am I done with tech? No, Tony, I'm not. I'm using a webcam right now and a microphone. Come on. John Kirby asked, do you think Baby Yoda will be in Season 3? Yes. Not as frequently, but I think Grogu will come back. Is this thing not wanting to come? Why is this thing not wanting to come out? Now it came out. Sometimes I hold on to the boxes. But what's cool about these is that you can save the backdrops, right? And for toy photography or what have you. I'll hold on to, like, original boards like that. Although, speaking of, there's some other things down here that I wanted to show you that I didn't get to yet. Got a few things built up, you know, so this isn't just all today. This I just haven't had time to get to. But, you know, since I'm streaming like... Oh, sorry, yes, I had other scissors. Should have used my Darth Vader ones. Boy, he is jammed in there, isn't he? So you want to make sure he's... There we go. Oh, this is... Oh... I guarantee they reused this from Emphas Nest. Guaranteed. Is it going to go in? Is that as tight as it gets? Yeah, I guess so. There we go. So, yeah, there's the Grogu. Oh, wait. That thing does not want to stay on. What's this? Something, is this the thing that they were shooting at? Almost looks like a spider. This is the thing they were shooting at? Yeah? This thing? I don't know. So, yeah, Grogu will make a comeback. It won't be as dramatic, though, which is fine. I don't think the child necessarily... The child was great, but it's good that they moved on, too. Boy, this thing does not want to stay in. It's gonna give me a second. You can definitely tell. There we go. Is it in now? Watch it fall off. So this Grogu figure does not come out of the knapsack, but it's nice to see a Biker Scout. Beautiful. The thing I don't like about when they make the they did this with the first one too. I never got the Shadow Scout Trooper. I got the Shadow Trooper, but not the Scout Trooper. I missed it. I wasn't collecting Black Series at the time. But they're bow-legged. And I don't know if this one's going to be bow-legged too, or if he's just going to stay on the speeder bike. We'll see. Probably will, because he comes with this exclusive head of Grogu in a knapsack. Wish that you could take him out. I wish he had a different pose or whatever, but anyway. There's that. There you go. You're going to stay right there, just out of sight. Salacious Rum. Oh man, I gotta keep scrolling, don't I? I'm a little behind. Salacious Rum asks or says, my favorite Funko Pop is Salacious B. Crumb, of course, but Funko needs to make a Pilf Muck. I'm not familiar with that Kowakian monkey lizard. I'm not. Woody asks, why did you stop the 24/7 live stream? Sorry if you've answered this before. I used to watch all the time. All right, hang on just a second. I'm testing something with, because you can do this thing called add a stream marker, and I'm going to see what happens. Woody asks the question, why did you stop the 24/7 live stream? Sorry if you've answered this before. I used to watch all the time. Well, Woody, life. It's difficult to. It was difficult to do. It was difficult to keep up with, and quite honestly, I valued my privacy, and I wasn't sure where it was going at that time. Mind you, the options for streaming these days are different than they used to be. Radically different, right? Even streaming on the same service. Now YouTube's got memberships and subscriptions and super chats and stickers. And speaking of super chat, I actually just got one. Do you regret not going the way of tech YouTubers like Linus? I remember you saying you just wasn't interested in reviewing hardware like they do. That was from the Founder 865 here during this live stream. I will answer that question after I answer this one. Sometimes I kind of wish I would stay with it, but it would have changed the course of everything. And honestly, it would be weird to still be streaming live all the time. I think having set hours makes a lot more sense today, at least. Especially again with the array of options that are available now. So this is one of the reasons why I've been experimenting with live feeds like this in the Chris Pirillo Live YouTube channel, potentially Twitch. Not sure where these IRL things are going to go. But why I'm thinking of challenging myself to do a live stream once a day in 2021. We'll see. But I just needed that time to do other things. I was interested in doing other things. I did the live stream. There weren't many options for me to make it, or to double down. I don't necessarily play a lot of games. I don't rebroadcast content. I do IRL kind of stuff. And so, maybe I'm trying to find that happy medium now, answering questions in live streams like I used to, right? But just limiting because I've got a life and I've got a family. Things that I didn't have necessarily when I kicked off the live streams back in the day. Diana is in the other room. Usual Mike Television, another great person to follow if you love Star Wars. Hope I had a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year. I did. I don't know if you're still around or if you bounced. It's okay if you did. These are a couple things that I wanted to show. I was showing some of the Target sales, but you may want to pop into Target because everybody, I'm pulling them out here. You've got. I'm trying to. I should not show you all. Look at all this stuff all at once. Okay. This is a pretty cool hat, a Galaxy's Edge hat. Target had it on sale, down from $10 to $3, 70% off with this nice bill. So yeah, this is a pretty cool cap. Galaxy's Edge. Put it there. And then these, I didn't wait on the Vader. The Vader I got right away because I was afraid I would miss it. And I'm glad I did because I would have. But we didn't have a regular Yoda, as opposed to the Baby Yoda Lego stuffy. One does exist for Grogu. And then the Chewbacca one. These are new this year, largely based upon the Star Wars Holiday Special. The Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. But we got these the other day. These are Target exclusives. I waited on them thinking they would go down in price, and they did. So the Yoda one was $17.99 down to $8.99, so half off. And they were almost out. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to risk missing Yoda at half off versus waiting for $70. I was willing to get it. This is a Merry Christmas, I Wish You. And then the Chewbacca one, kind of fun. This one was only marked down, unfortunately, to $12.59. But again, I wasn't willing to risk. See, I'll risk it when I think, okay, these will still be around. And they were. But then it gets to a certain point where, like, okay, I really don't want to risk it. Because you can save money and still get the things that you want. And so we wanted these, and we got them on sale. Pretty cool. I also got I know I got to get back to the Founder 865's question here. I'm trying to do it the right way. So I go on eBay a lot, and for some reason this hit my feed, and I didn't have it. A dry erase board of Darth Vader. So this is going to go in the collection. it came with a set of 3, and then I just did, I basically it was like a make me an offer kind of thing, and I went down. I think all of these were $7 altogether. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, sorry, I should hold it down a little further. These are Angry Birds Star Wars Dry Erase boards, back from 2012. Were we vlogging in 2012? I can't remember. Okay, so now the next question from the super chat, and I'm sorry if I missed any other super chats. I did not. Okay. How do I feel about He-Man? Asks Skeletor. I love He-Man, but I love Skeletor even more. I'm screenshotting that. I'm going to tweet that one. I love the He-Man reaction figures, although I think they've made their run on Super 7. Skeletor, though, I do love. I got to tell you, between Skeletor and He-Man, totally Skeletor. That's me. That's my jam. Okay, the Founder 865. Hopefully you're still with me. Do you regret not going the way of tech YouTubers like Linus? I mean, you live life, you live with regrets. I mean, someone was asking about, why don't you live stream anymore? I'm like, it ran its course. There weren't any options. I look at the options that are available for creators today, and it's incredible compared to really when I was not burnt out is probably the wrong word. Ready for a change, and in many ways I still am. I don't do content so much anymore. Yeah, I'm live streaming, and largely because I have these things that I got that and I'm figuring out, well, how do I want to enjoy them, but I want others to see them, and possibly enjoy them together. Maybe your fellow Star Wars fans. I don't regret doing what I did. I probably could have done things differently. And what I regret is not finding enough people who could complement my skill sets and anything that I might have put together. That's if I have a regret. It's not finding enough of the right people. And I had a few really good people around me. And I would say we remain on talking terms to this day. There are some people that I'm not on talking terms with. But that's my regret. Because I would have been able to be me better with other people, enough of the right people than I could have been on my own. And I would have been able to fill in the gaps. I wanted, personally, I'd rather sit here across from someone talking about hardware than me talking about hardware myself. Because I'm not interested. I'm not into it. I just can't, it's not the thing I want to spend my time on. It's not the thing that I enjoy. And I mean, as much as I enjoy talking and sharing opinions and perspectives, hardware stuff is just not, ain't my thing. So, I've struggled in that end, or to that end, struggled with finding my place in that same ecosystem because I'm not interested in those cycles the same way. I'm interested, but largely because of my choices. So I'm looking for one new smartphone a year. I'm not going to become a smartphone reviewer. I'm looking for a decent webcam. I'm not going to become a webcam reviewer. I'm not even, dude, I love, Star Wars figures and Star Wars stuff. I love thrifting. I'm not a thrifting reviewer. When was the last thing that you saw me review, really? I mean, I'm a horrible movie reviewer. If I watch something all the way through, I'm like, yeah, it was great. So the thing that fit most was maybe IRL, or maybe it was just, vlogging. But I burnt out on that too, because I'm like, I enjoyed it, but I just couldn't mentally. I was just in the wrong place. I needed to, not just take a break after 20 years of doing it, but I needed to find that right thing. So if there was another option on the horizon, like if I had the option to be with a team to do that, it's a possibility, but now I got other things going on. I'm very happy to be working for Intel. Very happy. It's different for me. And in many ways, I'm able to find people who can complement my skill set, and we can work together towards a goal. It's different, obviously, radically different. But I tend not to think about it because I can't change the past. I can only change the future. So I'm always, what's the next thing? What's the thing I want to do? What's the thing I enjoy doing? doing the thing that you remember me doing, I don't necessarily enjoy doing. Not anymore. I don't know where that is. I wanted to help creators, and the way I wanted to help them, it didn't really come together. I wanted to build a team, and the way I built the team didn't really come together. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. I mentioned yesterday, though, that I am thinking about putting together a nonprofit. It's going to be about Star Wars and toys and collecting, but not content, really. But, those are the things that I kind of go to, because I'm like, what do I enjoy doing? What do I enjoy? And that's the thing that a lot of people forget. Like, when they remember something that happened a decade ago, I'm like, well, that's not me anymore. Like, and even when it was me, I mean, I did better when I was complimented by somebody else. Like, I never did well on my own. I know that. I understand that. That's not a shortcoming. It's finding where that is again, and I don't know where that is. I genuinely do not know where that is. But making independent content that same way, I'm not a tech guy. Not in the same way that you might be. Give some thoughts on how the YouTube algorithms treated you. I ignore it, Xeon. I don't care anymore. I really don't. I'm doing this because I'm doing it. I don't know where it's gonna go. I have no goal apart from just doing it. Tony, I stopped doing the vlogs because it just takes a lot of time and a lot of effort for me to do them the way I want to do them. I want to be proud of the things that I do. And so for that, Vlogmas worked well enough, although doing that was stressful. So, because some of them were very long and I was showcasing stuff. Other ones were short because we edited, and there's a happy medium. Diana said that she needed like 3-ring binders, which apparently you can get now at Shop Disney. You can customize them. I thought she said folders. So I went on eBay and then did this deal for like $10-15 for some episode 1 folders. So I screwed that up. I got R2-D2. I got a Jar Jar. I'm happy. Episode 1 with an N1 Starfighter. We got a Jedi folder with Qui-Gon Jinn, who I guess, I don't know if this is a rumor or whatever, but Morgan Freeman, I guess, may have been up for the role, which would have been amazing. Oh my god. Nothing against Liam Neeson, but man, if you gave me a choice between Liam Neeson or Morgan Freeman as Qui-Gon Jinn as a Jedi, I would have taken Morgan Freeman every time. Every single time. Anakin Skywalker, young Anakin, Queen Amidala, looking emotionless. Darth Maul, I got 2 of these. Ooh, this one's kind of beat up. Maybe I'm going to swap this one out for the other one. Okay, Anakin Skywalker again. Pod racing. And then Jedi versus Sith folder. It's a good deal. Like, notebooks or folders, you never know when we're going to need them. Boy, I went through a pile and a half, didn't I? It's kind of nice today. Only other thing before I go on, I was going to show you, pick these up in a massive thrift haul. And when I say massive, I mean massive. So I go for minifigures. I would have picked these up in a bag for, $7 outright. But I got a bin, not quite chock full, but half full of some mostly completed Lego Friends sets. And so these are the things that Jedi and Diana have been looking for. Some elves, a couple of elves sets. Not just these 6 minifigures, but let's see here. Let me count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 Friends mini dolls, including like 3 or 4 elves in the mix. A couple of full sets or fuller sets. A lot of loose bricks, largely in the Friends series. But for $17. $17! That's including tax. So it was priced at 20, saved 4, went to 16, 17 something with the tax. So yeah, well, that was crazy because I saw enough mini dolls in there. I'm like, okay, I gotta grab this. I saw like a box. I saw like almost a full set, and I'm like, these things, because they all enjoy putting them together, and the mini dolls were unique. There was, like I said, the elves stuff, and then minifigs. Absolutely. So these are the ones I'm keeping. None of them are really anything more than average, except for this one. This one's really cool. I think the head was swapped out, but it's like a biker helmet. It's got like a skull on top. I've never seen this one, so it was probably part of a set, like a speedboat set, because there was a boat that looks like it's the same colors as symbols, and there's like a flaming skull on the back too. Like, it was a really cool minifigure. I'm like, whoa! So I need a better way of identifying those things. Speaking of identifying, that's another idea that I had. Was I'd love to. I know the idea of no code is that you can do it yourself, but I'd rather work with somebody else who's had experience, because I thought of something else that I need as a Star Wars and or Lego collector that doesn't exist that I think would work with no code. Hang on just a second. Chris, I missed any reactions you had to the Mandalorian finale. It made me cry, just for the record. TV really does that for me. Well, Jake, a few minutes ago, you can rewind the live video after I talked about my reaction to Luke in the Mando episode. Yeah, it was. I mean, I haven't reacted to a lot of stuff. Trailers I can react to. Episodes, I think I'd probably burn out on that, unless I could figure out another way of doing it. Do I still talk to Barnacles? No, not outright. I mean, I follow him on social. He cracks me up. Is software my thing? Yeah, I'd say more so, if I had a choice, for sure. The Founder 865, why I sent a super chat, because I knew it wasn't a Star Wars related question, or one you'd particularly enjoy answering. I probably would have answered it, but thank you. Hey, Phil? I'm not Phil. You don't have to answer. Wait, hang on. I haven't watched your videos. You're wondering, am I happy? That's a question I try to address on a daily basis. Am I happy? You loved my HTC One review. Oh man, that was so bad. That was a nasty, nasty, nasty phone. Even for the day, it was nasty. I have no problem sharing my opinion. Jesus, I don't know why I wrote Phil. I meant to say Chris. I'm like, Phil? Who's Phil? It's my new name. That's funny. You've been live streaming. It's a lot easier than worrying about editing. Dude, Chris, I totally hear you. That's one thing. I've got some Lego sets, like even on slow days, that I'll put together and we can stream it live. Get the little setup going here. I've had a few Lego sets I just haven't put together. I understand how Chris's channels don't have more viewership. Railroad too, because I don't do it anymore. Honestly, I wanted to do it differently. I needed to do it differently. I wanted to do it differently. I tried doing it differently, and it didn't happen, obviously. So, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Nowadays, everybody got a channel. So, if I were to do it again, it would take a team, and the team doesn't exist. So, and I don't have the money to put together a team, nor the inclination to put together a team, because the money ain't there, outright. Not without other questions getting answered. Yeah, I don't want to, the Founder 865, I don't want to get into the fandom menace, because inevitably people take one side or another, and that's what probably pisses me off most about it, is they force people to take sides, and I don't like that. I really don't. Like, you enjoy Star Wars the way that you enjoy it, I'll enjoy it the way I enjoy it, we'll be good. That's my opinion. That's my problem, is that I let other people have air, it doesn't mean I have to entertain them, doesn't mean I have to, do everything that they do in order for me to be happy with my decisions. That's me. And I think a lot of it is clickbaity. People looking for a fight, and I'm just not into it. But I had the same problem with a lot of fandoms out there, including tech. Like, I'm just not interested. Season 3, not till 2022 thoughts. John, as long as they make it good, I'll be happy. They can wait till 2024, as long as it's good. Lead S, have you seen ZTE? I'm going to stop you right there. I have not. Jake, cheers from Puyallup. Hey, man, that's awesome. There's some good stores down in Puyallup. I drove to Puyallup to try to find my cream, my vegan cream for my coffee, because according to the website, it was available at Target. It was not. So I made that journey for near nothing. I found a few things, though. I got Diana's Christmas present at Ross down there. There was another thing I got. A couple things. I came back with some things that I wouldn't have picked up otherwise or found otherwise. God, what else did I get? Oh, some Ghostbusters Playmobil at, not Five Below. Tuesday morning. And they closed the Tuesday morning here in the Seattle area, which sucks. So it makes me so mad. JL Lecter asks, do you get Disney Plus? Hell yeah. Did I actually end Jedi Fallen Order? I did. I don't think I streamed it, but I did. But yes, I have Disney Plus. Who doesn't? My favorite Disney film, as a follow-up, because JL asked the same a different question, but I don't know. It just depends on the era. I mean, I love the classic Disney movies like, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Candle Shoe, any of the old animated classics, the ones I grew up on, right? And even though they were old, even when I was growing up on them, they were old. That was my era. Not the newer films produced when I was that age in the 80s, but largely the older films, by and large. I don't know. There's something about it. Something about the style. The Cat from Outer Space was a good one. Still love that one. I can still watch these movies today, easily. Hopefully I will with Jedi at some point. A few years ago, I wanted to do a channel like yours. No, don't. Oh my God. I guess do. Now I have a tech channel with 1 million subscribers. Thanks for inspiring me. Love from Sri Lanka. Dear God! Oh my God! That is amazing. I gotta screenshot that. So let me get this straight. You try to do a channel like mine. You get 1 million subs. You know what? That's the story of my life, man. Inspiring others. Happy to do it. JL Lichter, do I like Angry Video Game Nerd? Oh, he is hilarious, dude. Yes. Yes. Thoughts on the upcoming Star Wars hotel experience coming to Disney World? John, I want to go. I just know it's going to be an arm and a leg. It's going to be expensive, but yes, I want to go. Absolutely, yes. One of the things I even thought of, like once the pandemic, kind of gets we're past it and everything, is going on a trip to either Disney World or Disneyland, depending on how it kind of plays out. Taking Jedi. I think it's time to take Jedi. I think she would have a blast. I don't know how we'd do it though. I don't know when, but maybe in the next couple of years. I think a trip to Disney, one of the parks, is in the cards. Have you and Diana ever watched Robin Hood with the Foxes? I don't think Robin Hood with the Fox. Oh, the old Disney animation. I don't think she has. I've seen it. I have. In fact, you probably knew this if you asked the question. The dancing hamster song. That's from the intro to Disney's Robin Hood cartoon. Now I got the hamster dance stuck in my head. Damn. Pals, Pod, Stolis. I'm tripping over these names. Will you ever get back to giving out relevant and popular tech tips in the manner which you used to? Would you enjoy doing something like that? Pals, U-P. I don't know is the answer. I don't know. I don't know if the tips I ever gave out were that relevant or popular, quite honestly. I answered the questions because they were put in front of me and I felt I could answer them appropriately. Just like I'm answering questions now, right? Tech is different than it used to be, though. So, Silver Hazy asks, are you saying you just lost the passion for tech? What do you mean by not caring for the fandom? I have a fandom of tech and it came from you. 24-hour streams taught me as a kid growing up. Well, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't get excited when I see a place has free Wi-Fi. Yeah. Or, the gas pump has an LCD screen. It's not a... Oh, look, it's a smartphone, everyone. Oh, a Bluetooth speaker. It's not my... I don't... I mean, I'm not trying to take it away from you, but it's just, it ain't my thing. And I don't want to, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it the same way. Sometimes I'll tweet about it. I don't want to say I lost the passion for tech. I'm not going to say that. I feel it's, in some ways it's going the right direction, and in other ways it's going the wrong direction. I've had a lot of problems with software and the direction of general software over the past few years. Across the board, right? I've had issues. Mac OS is about the only software that doesn't upset me. The only platform, certainly, and software on Mac OS. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, Silver Hazy. I feel like I would be better off, and I don't... See, this is the problem. I don't want to come across like a complainer. I don't, even though that's what I do, right? But, okay, so... Let's see if I can... I'm not a benchmarker. I don't care about new hardware. I don't fit. I'm not a gamer. I don't fit. I don't fit. I don't fit. And I don't want to try to fit. So I tried to make it work in a way that it would work for me. And in order for that to happen, I feel I bounce off somebody else who enjoys talking about it. And I don't. You know, I don't even think that's the answer to the question. But I'd rather talk to somebody else than me just drive it, because I'm not interested in driving it. Moreover, like I said, I don't necessarily want to be seen as a complainer either. Like, I was really, last night is a good example. I tweeted out a photo of the Chromecast remote that's got this YouTube button and a Netflix button. And I'm like, dude, this is just, it's poor product design. Like, I know other people can deal with it, but I'm like, dude, you know how many times I've mispressed something to try to go back and I press YouTube? I'm like, dang it. And I get lifted out of the experience. It was in my humble opinion, a really short-sighted idea that was obviously not well thought out by a product team to include those buttons on the remote. That's my humble opinion. I'm not going to do a video slagging Google or this particular Chromecast for putting a button in a place where I just feel is just wrong and that takes away from the experience, because it's just I got other things I want to talk about. I got other things I want to do. It's not a big enough thing. I don't want to be known for that. So I don't know. If I get passionate, it's usually because I'm pissed off. Usually, right? And I don't want to. I'm not an angry video game nerd, right? It's not my thing. I don't want to do that. And I just feel like if I swim in that negativity and everything that I'm talking about is just negative, then I'm living in it. And I don't want to be. I don't want that. And so if there's a possibility that I'm going to get negative and slant negative, I get turned off. I don't want to talk about negative stuff. I don't want to talk about stuff that upsets me. I don't, because I just get more upset. I mean, look at a lot of the most recent tech videos, if I did any, that what they were about. 4 years ago or whatever, the Apple decided to change course. Like that's it. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So I'm not a reviewer, because I can't view things that way. I already know everybody's biased. That's not a thing. I'm not interested in having the latest gadgets. Like, I'm not a gamer, right? I don't benchmark stuff. I don't care about specs. Like, these are just realities, right? So I would still have to try to find my way through that. And I tried. It just didn't happen. I need people to compliment me. I can't do it on my own. I just don't know where that's going to happen, or where that's going to go. Look up Resort TV 1. Okay, I will. Oh, pas ispod stolis means dog, under chair in Croatian. Good to know. You cheeky Kowakian monkey lizard, salacious rum. Are you giving ham and pineapple pizza to Sodalicious Crumb? No, it's not allowed in the house, because it's really good for us, monkey lizard. Oh, you nut. JL asks, have you watched Cobra Kai? Love it. I loved it on YouTube. First season I thought was way better than the second season. I'm hoping that the third season will be good on YouTube here on the first. I'll binge it, of course. Silver Hazy. So the current landscape is boring is more the case. I totally understand. You've seen one video, you've seen them all. The style starts looking the same. It starts sounding the same. The same cycles. You know, it's just like mind you, it's the same thing with Star Wars too. I mean, we'll get caught in these cycles, but like I'm not. That's not what I don't want to be a part of those cycles outright. I'm just not interested. Do I still have the cool LED clocks? I do, right up there. Do I own Star Wars Nutcrackers? Yes. Not all of them, but yes. I got the Santa Yoda one from Earl Green in one of the Vlogmases. Do I still have the Dell 30-inch monitors? No, my God, no. They're so old. Would you consider selling them? No, they're gone. I think I sold them eons ago or gave them away. I can't even... Oh, no, I gave them to Barnacules, and then Barnacules couldn't get them to work, so he donated them, I think. I do not communicate with old tech TV folks, generally speaking. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We just don't have anything that we're talking about. You need to set something up and get back to the game. What am I going to set up? Well, one of the reasons why I thought about doing streaming in 2021 is let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm not promising anything apart from AMA, and showing you what I might get on a daily basis, talking to you what's on my radar. But that's it, you know. And I'm even, not that I had a time plan, but like if I figured if I could do an hour a day, I'd be happy. Knowing full well that people are not going to watch these live streams after they're live. Do a live reaction stream of Cobra Kai season 3. I don't own the rights. That's the thing that makes me nervous about watching a lot of that stuff. So maybe I'll have to like get like wireless headphones and like react. But it's a long series, right? I feel better if I was just reacting to something short rather than something very, very long. Reaction videos are like unboxing videos. I suck at them. Yeah, thanks, Chris. You love my attitude. I love that you stuck with me because Lord knows it's been a long life for both of us. That's why you still support the channels and the newsletter. The newsletter, I was sending out notifications to let people know that I was doing Vlogmas. I should probably start sending out notifications in the email newsletter about like going live every day. And then after it was live, people could watch. I don't watch Supernatural. Why not play some Star Wars games or something of the sort? Rights to rebroadcast, and I've gotten flagged on doing a lot of that stuff. Maybe if I could set something up here, I would. Maybe one of the things that I'd like to do with Intel is use the products that we've been promoting on Intel Graphics, specifically XE graphics, and playing on that type of laptop and actually doing it might work if I could work it out with them. Are you afraid to lose subscriptions? Absolutely not, dude. I'm not. Do what Linus Tech Tips does with their WAN show and clip out the more interesting topics videos. Yeah, but see, I got to do all that. It's a pain in the ass. That's why I like doing live stuff. I'm going to do an experiment with the stream marker thing, but like to see if I can clip out some to put in the old channel. But I don't know. Because I got to do it. I got to do everything because I don't have anybody. Liz was the last person. If I had an opportunity to hire Liz again, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I would. Liz is an amazing person with a great heart. If I had an opportunity, I'd hire her again. I'd hire Bob again. Ryan Pearson. So many other fantastic writers for Locker Gnome, which is now dead. Like I can't even. Let me put it this way: I couldn't even justify paying for a web host anymore. $300 a year. I'm like, I'm just, it's dead. Like unless I could do something else with it, it's dead. That's where my mind went to kind of like a no-code kind of thing. So I've thought about that. I've thought about using no-code to do a couple of things. But I'd rather find someone who can do the no-code thing and is interested in doing the no-code thing and letting me kind of be more of the project manager of a no-code thing. I know I can do it myself. That's the idea of no-code. But certainly if you have one other thing or one other person working with you, or if not a couple other people, it's just easier to do the things that you do well. So... yeah, so Silver Hazy, one of the reasons why, so you'll notice this is not the Chris Pirillo YouTube channel. This is Chris Pirillo Live. This is the secondary YouTube channel. So I still have Chris Pirillo. So my thinking is, well, I'll take some of the more interesting questions and clip them out and upload them to the Chris Pirillo channel and then still do Chris Pirillo Live. So I'd have the two channels. And I think there'd be a possibility of interviewing creators in this channel, creators that I'm interested in talking with, maybe tech people as well. Although I'm just, like I said, it's the tech thing. It's not I'm horrible at it. So, Dutch Universe. Oh man, why did you? So, okay. I'm going to say something that's probably going to get me in trouble. But I'm going to say it anyway. Dutch Universe asks, do you see, and I know full well that even if I say anything, any one of you guys could be screencasting, or gals could be screencasting. Do I have any thoughts about the feud between Pablo Hidalgo and Star Wars Theory? Okay, so if I remember correctly, Star Wars Theory had a beef with Lucasfilm years ago for doing a fan film and getting flagged or something. There's some flap going on. Star Wars Theory did a reaction to The Mandalorian, which is fine. It's his prerogative. Pablo replied and said something like, emotions are not for... Star Wars is not for emotion or something. And like, okay. if you don't, okay, I don't know Pablo. I don't. I've met him twice. Once at Lucasfilm, I was blessed, and once at Star Wars Celebration. And I will tell you, in both cases, he is seemingly the same in real life as he is online. But he was warm. Even not knowing, he didn't know anything about me. I knew about him because of the Star Wars thing. It was a highlight to meet him twice, certainly. If you follow Pablo at all, he's like, he's sarcastic. This is what Pablo does. Like, he is sarcastic. Like, his humor is so dry. It's just, that's why I like him. That's why I love what Pablo puts out there, because I have a very similar sense of humor. And so I tweeted out, and it wasn't a subtweet, but I'm like, apparently I was born with the gene of being able to detect sarcasm, right? Because it was his response to what do they call them, twos? Star Wars Theory, was sarcastic. But, dude, Pablo is a very sarcastic guy. And that's what I love. Oh my god. Like, I guess I don't take a lot of things seriously. I don't think there was any ill will. Typically, even when I put something out there, it's never with ill will. I'm very careful about that. I'm very careful. Doesn't mean that I have been perfect, because I haven't. But generally speaking, sometimes you'll say something meant in good fun or just sarcastic, right? And it just comes off wrong, right? And I'm not in Pablo's head. I don't know. But, he sees things that I don't. And so I understand why he might respond the way he might have. I'm not excusing. I'm not supporting. I'm just saying, dude, if you don't know Pablo by now, he was going to... Sarcasm. Like, he speaks sarcasm better than he does English. So, I don't know. I think some people take it differently. But it wasn't towards me. Everyone's free to react the way they're going to react. I don't think he would have... My belief is that he's not slagging anybody for having an emotional reaction to Star Wars. Obviously, he would love that. Why wouldn't he? Pablo sees a lot. And let me tell you, there is a toxic fandom, a toxicity within Star Wars that is a turnoff. I mean, I'm luckily not, I've not been hit by it, so I'm grateful. But yeah, that's my take on the Pablo thing. That's my take. My favorite prequel, original, and sequel. I hate when people ask this question, Wobble, because I don't know. I'd say Revenge of the Sith ultimately grew on me from the original trilogy, Empire. Actually, but I'd probably say Jedi. It depends on the day. The sequel, Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker, I thought was fantastic. I'm a tech legend. Yeah, but dude, I'm using a webcam and a microphone right now. That's tech. I'm not gonna talk about it. Hope to see this guy back in a TV cable tech show. I don't. What am I? I can't. Sure. How many Star Wars toys do I have? Full Story Gaming asks. I don't know. I lost count, which is a great answer to have. So many that I haven't even shown you yet that I wanted to get to. But it's good. We'll save them for tomorrow. How many binary clocks do I have? No real binary clocks. I still have the Tix clocks above my above the desk though. It'd be awesome to spam him with Windows Messenger service, dude. Yeah, an AOL AIM. That happened. I remember that. Sometimes you can find the old bloopers online. I'll watch them every so often. I'll laugh. South Australia. Boy, that's way. That's like literally the opposite end of where I am. My feeling when I saw they made a second version of the Tix clocks finally and COVID stopped production on them. What? They made a second version of the tick clocks? Really? I didn't know that. Their toxicity and supernatural, no for the series finale. No, there's toxicity in every fandom. What are my thoughts on Luke and the Mandalorian final? Dutch universe. I answer that question in this live stream. So after it's wrapped, you should be able to rewind. I don't have the timestamp on it. Someone else might have the timestamp. You should interview the people behind the mini brands. Oh, John, that's a great idea. I'd love to do the interview thing. It's coordinating it that just takes time and effort. Jedi, she still got them. I don't know if they put together the store yet, but the store that she got for Christmas, the shop, the mini brand stuff is pretty cool though. We got the man lost for words. We just love your tech opinions. What tech opinions? Yes, tech is good. Yes, tech can be bad at times. Yes, you can upgrade. No, tech shouldn't be in everything. There, I've covered it all. Is the smartphone you have okay? Yes. I want to move on. Have you been to Galaxy's Edge to build your own lightsaber? I went to Galaxy's Edge. Those videos were posted in my primary YouTube channel. Can't wait to go back. It was a blast. Did not build my own lightsaber, though. Didn't have time. And honestly, for the budget, I was like, yeah, I think I can do something else. And I was happy with what I did. Roberto Garza, good to see you. Hello, world. When did you start? I didn't get notified. Dude, you got to sign up for the notifications. You got to, like, hit the bell. What the hell is YouTube doing now? Like, okay, I got an email notification, but I don't know if you guys do. I got a push Oh, no, I didn't get a push notification from YouTube. I thought I did. I don't get a push notification from YouTube. The Discord server? Did anything go out on the Discord server? Did it? Hang on, let me check. I can't check on that one very easily. Let's check. The link is in the video description. I hate you, JL. Was that your name? JL? JL, were you the one who asked about Robin Hood Disney, that damn song? Live stream. Let me check. I may have to get a new bot for Discord. Why is that not loading? Oh, I think I do need to get a new bot. Because what bot am I using now? I should be able to connect and then tag everybody when I'm going live on Discord. Message failed. What the? I can't even load the channel. How can I not even load the channel for Discord, dude? Okay, I'll have to get back to it. No, I'll have to look into it, though. Live stream didn't pull up for me. All right, I'll look into Discord. Nothing in the... No. It wouldn't be in the cantina. I was tagging people with Vlogmas there individually, but I stopped. No, the live stream room. It says message failed to load. I don't know why. I don't know if everybody else is getting the same error message there in Discord, but that's where I want to push the live stream. Oh, there, now it loaded. There's a new video in the Chris Pirillo Live YouTube channel at here. Chris might be live. Yeah, that was yesterday, but nothing went out today. Give me a second. YouTube, I'm telling you, YouTube Live does the weirdest damn things. Closed captions. I have to change so many things on YouTube every single dang time. Like, I think I have to, like, set it to be public afterwards. Everything else worked. Yeah, it's not easy, not straightforward, but... Yeah, the bell doesn't work half the time, so I'll have to figure out... I'll have to change that bot setting. But it didn't work when I went live here. So I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to more easily do it. Maybe I should send out an email. The Chris Pirillo CPU email newsletter. Maybe I'll set it up such that when I'm about to go live, I'll send the link. But will I have the live link? I won't have the live link until it's live. These are the things I got to worry about. They got mini brands, but a video game consoles, different company makes them. Yeah, that's the same company that sent Jedi the wacky packages minis. Do I still drink Pete's coffee? I do not. Starbucks espresso roasted with through a AeroPress and Silk Heavy Whipping Cream Coconut, the vegan stuff. That's why I use Twitch. Yeah, you know, I'm inclined to use Twitch too, but I don't know. I don't know where I should do it. I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know where the right answer. I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know if it's Twitch. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question right now. Do I still do the unboxing juice when I do unboxings? Aiden, I haven't even done an unboxing. Well, no, I did the figure today, but I want my beer, so I'm gonna wrap up. But I'm trying to do this every day. So thank you for joining, subscribing, following, whatever the hell you're doing. Yeah, I may challenge myself to do this every day in 2021. We shall see. Did I already talk about the Mandalorian Season 2 finale? Roberto, you're the third or fourth person to ask. I'm not joking. So this is one of the things I did, Roberto, is I clipped out my answer, or I've tagged it. So one of my tests is how much time it'll take for me to find, extract, and re-upload that particular answer to my primary YouTube channel. That's my goal. So Twitch TOS doesn't allow trifecta farts. Trifecta farts? Am I missing? Is that something new? I don't know. Is that new? Can I do a home office tour? Oh, ASMR retro guy. Can I do a home office tour? I should. I know. I've been meaning to. So I got to get things cleaned up. But yeah, my goal is to do that on New Year's. It's going to be a long tour, and it's going to be very dusty. I'm going to warn everybody. But there's some things that I've been wanting to get to that I just haven't. So that's one of the reasons I want to do live streams, is I want to be able to just do it and process it and get through things. Still drinking good stouts and porters? Yes. Lately I've been hooked on the red ale from Trader Joe's because it's cheap and I think it's amazing. But I'm still very much a Russian Imperial Stout, Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout guy. That's a go-to. But honestly, after having the red ale, I don't like that the Old Rasputin as much. It's weird. That's true. Okay, everybody. I am going to go get a beer. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow right around the same time. And at this point, I am going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you. Always.